Hi guys, welcome back to the James Bond Show with your host Krazy Kajeevie with no fears, limits or substitutes, the bad boy of James Bond. Guys, this is just a very quick video. I can tell you right now, there's not going to be any spoilers or anything in this video, but I am making this video with a very stern warning to people to wake the F up, consider other people, and stop ruining this film. Stop ruining what happens. Now, over the last 2 years, I have made predictions, I've put out potential spoiler leaks, etc. That's my job here at the James Bond Show to do. And I pretty much think I've given fair warning. And even once when I said that a certain thing would happen in the film, it was 4 days later after that report was all over the media. Even though one James Bond channel out there slammed me for it, but as I then made a retaliation video to that person, I had waited days, about 4 or 5 days, to put that video together where the information about supposed leak was already all over the internet, all over social media, YouTube, etc., and Facebook. So this morning I awoke to a message from a friend in Messenger, and I'm not going to tell you guys what the message said. I guarantee you guys there's going to be no spoilers here. I will not do to people what just was done to me. And basically, I had no warning from this person. They had clearly seen the film last night. I opened the message, and it was about 4 or 5 words that ruined the ending of the film. Told me exactly what happened at the end of the film in 4 or 5 words. Now, just because I've made predictions over the last few years, I've also made it very clear, especially in the last video I did about predictions and hopes, that I didn't want anyone putting any spoilers in comments. Also, at our Facebook page, James Bond Fans with Love, me and the admin, the other admin Matthew, have put a post up saying a specific post for anyone that wants to discuss No Time to Die spoilers or anything can go in there in that pinned section and they can go and discuss it for their life. And there's a fair warning for people that that is for discussions and spoilers. So those that haven't seen it aren't going to get ruined. So I now have had the film ruined for me. I know the ending. There is so much I could say here, and I won't. I'm not going to say anything. There's smallest things I could say here to vindicate myself in ways, but I'm not going to say a word because I don't want the film ruined for anyone. Even though I have predicted certain things, I don't want to know if those predictions are right. I want to find out those predictions. I mean, we're Bond fans. That's what we do. We make predictions. We look at trailers. We put things together. Now, some fans are so ardent and they literally hide under a rock and they don't want to know. Some don't even watch trailers. And I applaud them. I applaud them. If that's what they want to do, then that is cool. But I wouldn't then go and send someone a message and ruin the ending. And this was done to me. It wasn't done maliciously by an absolute peanut who I will not mention. It wasn't done maliciously. But then when I blasted this person and told them that they robbed the film from me, that I waited 6 years for this bloody film, 2 years of, pretty much nearly 2 years of this film being held back because of the world current situation. And this person knew I lived in Australia. And Australians don't get this film till November the 11th. And that's wishful thinking with the current situation going on here as well. But the person still chose to ruin. And their excuse was, oh, and I won't say all their excuse because it will give things away, but their overall excuse was, well, I saw the film last night and I really wanted to discuss it with someone and I thought you'd be the right person. Well, that's great, buddy. Well, what you do is you peanuts out there that want to discuss it with someone is you actually send them a message and you say, hey, Steve, or hey, whoever, I saw No Time to Die last night, so I just wanted to discuss it with you, but I'm just checking with you, did you want to discuss spoilers or should I wait until you see the film? That is what a normal person does. And that is what other friends of mine good friends of mine, James Bond friends, have actually done. They've shown the courtesy to do that, to ask and say, hey, Steve, I'm going to see the film Sunday, going to see the film Thursday. I really want to discuss it with you, but I won't if you don't want to until you've seen the film. And I even woke up to another message like that from a good friend, Dino Bados. How are you, buddy, out there? Who sent me such a decent message saying, I'm not going to ruin it for you. I won't send you any spoilers, but I'm looking forward to talking to you about the film. That's what a decent person does. So please, guys, please, anyone out there, if you know definitively and you find out definitively if you've seen the film or you see the film, don't go and ruin it for people. Don't, like I said, there is a massive difference with predicting and coming up with things and actually having it ruined. I myself wanted to wait till November the 11th. I wanted to find out myself if I was right, just as I want everyone else out there to find out if their predictions are right, or to see if my predictions, if they've followed my channel over the last 2 years, to see if they're right as well. So that's my rant for today. I'm super pissed off. I am beyond pissed off. I remember back in 1999, an idiot friend of mine ruined the ending of, what's the Bruce Willis film? The Sixth Sense. Sorry, mental blank there, guys. I'm really tired at the moment. The Sixth Sense. He ruined the ending for me of The Sixth Sense. He turned around, and I'm sure everyone out there, there's a spoiler coming up of The Sixth Sense. I'm sure you've all seen it. If you haven't, well, block your ears until I do the thumbs up. But he turns around and he said to me, he goes, oh, I can't believe Bruce Willis was dead and was a ghost. And I said, what the f... And he's looked at me and I said, I haven't seen the film, you dickhead. Excuse my French, guys. I'm so angry today. That's what I said to him. He's, oh, I thought you'd seen it. I'm like, you know, this guy was such a close friend of mine. I'm like, you know, you would have come with me to see the film if I had seen it. So what a douchebag. People like that. To me, I see this as a degree of selfishness. Oh, I want to discuss it, you know. This is how I feel about it, so I want to discuss it. Well, no, ask people. Doesn't matter if they make a prediction. Doesn't matter if their prediction is right. Doesn't matter if their prediction is wrong. Doesn't matter if their prediction is middle of field. Still ask them if they want to discuss it, if they've seen the film, or if you know they haven't seen the film, say, I know you haven't seen the film. Do you want to hold off to discuss stuff? Do you want to find out for yourself? That's what you should do, guys. So that's my rant. Please take note of that. I will also say that I am coming back with a video to discuss reviews, a lot of positive reviews. I am going to read some of the reviews, and again, these are reviews from people, you know, in The Guardian, etc., etc. And again, none of them will contain spoilers. This channel will not contain official will not show official spoilers. I will not do that. And I always said I wouldn't do that. But I will not apologise for making predictions over the last 2 years or days later revealing leaks from the film. I'm not going to do that because that's what I need to do here on the James Bond channel. And I also did all that stuff always with a love of James Bond and a love of protecting what Ian Fleming made and a love of speaking out against things that I thought were going to happen in this film that I thought shouldn't happen in the film. And that's needless to say whether they did happen or didn't happen. That's not what I'm going to discuss here. But that is why I always, you know, looked at potential spoilers, etc. because... And as you guys will know, I often said out there, talked out to Eon and MGM, not that they listened to me, but if it ever got back to them or if they did ever listen to this channel, I always said, you guys have all this time. If you make certain decisions in the film, you have this time to go back and edit and change the film to appease the fans. Because I always put out there what the fans wanted and what they didn't want. Whether that was adhered to, again, I'm not going to say. But, okay, guys, so there you go. Please, if you've seen the film, do not discuss the ending. Do not discuss what happens in the comment section below. If you want to sympathise with me, fine, do that. I'd love to hear your comments. If you want to, if you've had the film ruined for you, fine. mention it in the comments. Just don't mention how it was ruined for you or whatever. But there you go, guys. Please stop ruining the film for people. And you know what? Just because I haven't had it ruined for me now, I don't want to discuss it. No, I don't want to discuss it until after I see the film in November 11th. And what a douchebag this guy is. Thanks, guys. Keep on bonding and say hi to your mum for me.